Okay. Well, if you know anything about me, I don't walk up into a party without making some noise, right? So I'm gonna have to dig in my bag real quick, figure out how I want to do it. Um, but what I do want to do is, so yeah, I'll be all right. I'm just sitting right here in the spot, right here. All right, sit it down. That's right. That's right. You need me for the life of one. You got chosen. What's happening? Hey, look, I got people. Yes, sir. I'm live on YouTube. What's happening? How are you? Yeah. Oh, wait. So, give me a backstory on a lot of this going on. Got the moon, got myself, got my mind right. Kind of, sort of. Yeah. And, hey now. I take off my jewelry. There it goes. There's one. I really wish I could smoke more, but I'd rather breathe. That ain't the one I want. Yeah. Come on back. Yeah. Yeah. How I got my cute little favorite friend, buddy, the stylist, Dana, she over here too. I don't even know if you can hear. This is gonna be ruthless. I wish I had a way of yeah. Wish I had a way of get more organized, but right now the scared is what my whole entire ass. So you may get a whole lot of this and not necessarily get much of the visual just because, well, alright. Before I do much more and start this whole thing, I just want to get this out. Me and Sam the man go way back before Sam was just Sam, and I was just coffee, so we was just doing our things back in the 80s. And girl, here, hey, you just don't seem to understand. That's moving over my hammy. At the same time, I think I'm guys. All right. Well, wait. All right, let me give it to you. This is what I got. Well, wait. This is pretty, y'all. It's giving me so much life. Well, wait. Yep. Ah. See if I keep going. Oh yeah, I think I can work with this. Girl.
Nobody got his fucking purse like mama.
See?
It's my purse.
If you're free, put your hands in the air.
Oh. I'm slightly inexpensive. I'm never free. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hold on the phone. Yeah. One day, they want to put the chips in us. I ain't got it. Ain't got it. Ain't got it. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait.
I think I need your help. Can the drummer get some? Y'all haven't worked yet.
Oh, girls, you don't work it?
The way we do.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm going to go live on some other place. Oh, man. Y'all just don't see what I'm saying. Wait.
Outside.
Who I gotta drum out? I got some for it though. Your whole life. Ooh, bitch, if you don't find this water. Here it is. Wait. I need some gum or something. I need a new air. I probably got something, but I ain't looking for it. Ooh. Probably need it. Look at him. On the slide. Look at him. Let him slide, child. Downtown DC, get it. Woo-hoo. I hope y'all understand. Want some swallow for your mouth? What's up? Oh, see? He's from Flint. No. He's from Flint. He's from Flint. He's from Flint. Tonight, he's from Flint. I'm just saying. Right there. Hold on. But I knew it. He's from Flint. Bless your heart. Work it. Yeah. Wait. Wait. I want to take that tambourine. Yeah.
Put my purse in the bag.
Huh? I know, it's talking about criminal. My bad. Look at you. Put it back there. All right.
We try to give it to you. Listen, support. If you haven't already, cash out the donation for the Registered Foundation. You can put some cash in there, hoodies, t-shirts, buy some shirts, all proceeds happen to the Hafez Foundation. I'm your DJ, David, Steven, and Tyler. How am I doing? This is my main man, Joseph. So cool.
Hello. He's sucking on and you got to talk to you to me. Woo! You heard me? I just started. And that's how far I go. Welcome to our world. Woo! Say it again.
Don't get my ass no more.
No more. You better that took me on. It's like, pew, pew, pew. Woo! And the fight will pursue. Oh, it's mine. I almost like he's trying to take one of my mixtapes. I swear, this one, I did this. I'm just saying, it feels like, and I know who it is, so he got one of them. You out?
It is our distinct pleasure to bring together and bring to the stage a member of the Sam Burns family. Y'all should know her. Give it up for DJ Rita. That is Rita Burns.
Let's go with bathroom.
I like to DJ dress.
That's the girl who wants the bathroom.
But I like the way she rocks.
So maybe something? Yes! Come on! Ah! Come on! Come on now! Come on! You like this? Look at this better. Yes!
We're going to give a break the next time. Don't give it in for us. Give it up to my donkey.
Everything else got a cost. I think it was my arm. I got a Jewish lawyer. Hello. Where you going? Well, thank you for coming back. Why y'all sitting yourself? Why y'all sitting yourself? This a firm. They understand, but it's nice to meet you. By the way, I know Sam and I since back in the 80s.
Yes, really.
When he wasn't the man, he was just Sam.
Yes.
And I was Hafez.
Okay.
And Ted was whoever they was.
Okay.
And I was the straight DJ who had Lorenzo on Peachtree Street.
Okay.
Popping as long as on Peachtree Street before it went over there by Union. Actually, I thought I was about to buy the building and forgot that the faucet is a letter. This is not the DC behind the bar. Now, what's my man's name over at then it was Ted Patterson over at Weekend.
Okay.
And that's all it was. Oh, you know what I mean? And I used to do the Alvin Ailey dance troupe after party.
Wow.
About 5 years. I mean after party. Well, I usually call my baby mama at about 7, 8 o'clock going, bitch, if you don't come get me right now, I'm changing my whole sexuality. Get me now. And it meant something. I'm talking Whitney, all of them, everybody. So, I've been up here since after 9/11. And everything kind of changed a lot. I'm a stagehands by trade. But I'm a lot of things to a lot of people. I'm in movies, I'm in blah, blah, blah. But I ain't one of none of the other people that our people are used to looking for when they need to make a reference as to who's who. I'm an unreferenceable person. But it's I don't wear leather for no reason. And having gone that far back with that complicates some things when I just figured out that, oh, really? Really? I mean, I was just living it. I didn't know.
Oh. Now you know.
No. So if you're on that, like, huh?
You learned how to do that in church?
When I was a little kid, my parents owned the first black bookstore and community center in Pittsburgh. So our culture back then was to go to parks, you learn how to play, you learn your music, you learn how to shoot, and you learn your history. These are things we just had to do. And and party was like a communal thing we did. It was Black Power and everybody was in it. And at a certain point, I started playing with this little orchestratic band in Pittsburgh. They was called the Ozenam Strings. Now there's a building called Ozenam on the hill, but it's not started by the Ozenam. It's just that it's now Ozenam Strings was these inner city youth that this nun, Sister Francis of C.C. Goro, had went and found all these kids and taught them the Suzuki method on how to play instruments. So we had the violin, the viola, the cello, and all this. And we got really, really kind of good at it. And so they start adding in some things we also do. Now, I just came around, I just do whatever I do. I make music, I'm a percussionist, but I remember there was this female, first female bass player, electric bass player. She had to be about 15, 16 years old, and had all of Angela Davis on the bass on that motherfucker. Ooh. And the guy who led the band, the first violinist, he's the anchor man in Cincinnati that tried to run for mayor one time. He actually plays like Farrakhan. Now, after that, I had to like leave because all that, but this that I do, I've been doing for a long time. And well, this is a weapon to me. I used to remember when I was in church, I was a little badass motherfucker. And if you stepped on my bone top shoes because you felt the need to shout, I might do something. And I used to remember those women, those fake ass, right in the middle of everything. I was going, how wonderful. And I found that we really, that's our culture. So when you see a pair guy's garage, and he's got a leather bracelet, and he's got a tambourine, and he's going up right there, that's because we were Leathermen doing this back then. And it didn't matter. It could be white, it could be black, it could be Jew or Gentile. But you remember the movie Cruising with Al Pacino? He was a cop, and he went into the village to find a mass murderer. So he had to go undercover. So he got in there, and all of a sudden, in order for him to stay in there, they had to bring him in to interrogate him. So most of on YouTube is a beautiful thing. So they got on the top thing, and they got to keep his cover. So they got to say, hey, right? So him and the other guy in question, they're like, they don't want to answer the question. They say, really? Okay, bring him in. And then in walks this 6'8", big muscular black guy with a cowboy hat, a jockstrap, some cowboy boots, and some big hands. And he walks in without saying anything. And he walks up to him and he goes, pow! Knocks him halfway across the room. He goes to do pow! And he walks back out. And the guy says, okay, now you're going to answer the question, or do you want us to bring him back in again? Now, I have a favorite person, a cartoon. So when I remember that Hugh Hefner, had a favorite cartoonist called Buck Brown. He's the guy who did all the black cartoons for Playboy and Ebony and Jet. All of those things. He was a black Leatherman. They were there, but they held a certain kind of because in our community we still had this structure. You can't let all these motherfuckers run amok. I mean, they're just now trying to let them the dogs loose now. But in every little area, it's like when they emancipated us. This resident said the worst thing they did is they freed them before they could educate them. And so once they were free, they lead away. Now, our culture, our music, our lifestyle came by being those particular people who were. So it wasn't just that you were in the rhythm, you were in the know, you was in the movement. You know what I'm saying? And you related because you was there when enough to. Now, you got people in all these little subgroups. They kind of angry because they see their time to get theirs, right? So now, all bets are off. It's the end of all things. We are coming about, and this is the best that the world is getting on how they need to do this. It still ain't working quite right. It works sometime in Atlanta, sometime in D.C., sometime in Detroit. But we still don't realize that the only thing that makes D.C. better is that over 60-something% of all people of color recognize with a certain embassy. And until they have a complete what they need, they would have to then establish two identical but definite other embassies, and that'd be one for the colored folks and one for the niggas. And they have to be, you know what I'm saying? But those two in themselves is what built what we got here, because just like Chris Rock said, you got them and you got them. But we sitting on the street that Daddy Grace helped build. And he was a preacher and he was also a pimp. And all of those people didn't have condoms back then. And all of that land, he's the highest landowner in the District of Columbia. He owns from right here all the way back to at least Howard.
I did not know that.
Now, all those high rises and other things they got there with all their followers. All these single ladies in his church on the mother's board with these calico kids. Now, he guaranteed that whatever you do in the dark will be taken care of in the light. And that religion has gone on to be what it's been. And people can't absorb it because, you mean, yeah, grandma ain't got uppers and lowers for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But you can't respect that because we can't come with that while we're trying to use all these little titles outward. Those come with those things too, But it's kind of hard to differentiate when, you go, yeah, I feel what you're saying, but I had this job with the CDC. I had friends of mine come down and it was like, yo, man, you got to come over here. I'm like, dude, I'm already doing what I'm doing with the union and all this other shit. He's like, look, once you see the money, you'll love it. So everybody talked me into getting a regular job and not being a freelancer no more. So I'm over there. I'm in video teleconference facilitator. I'm right next to the director's secretary for all this other stuff up in there. And this is new when we hooking up all the other. But I'm used to setting it up, breaking it down, doing all this other shit like that, blah, blah, blah. So in the process of that, I had some moments because it's kind of hard to go from being all out there to have to be, this is your computer, don't surf. And a room full of a bunch of people who finally found their moment 5, 10, 20 years ago. And you are definitely, now I'm okay. So I understand because not only have I been exposed to a lifestyle a little earlier enough to be able to speak of it. My 16th birthday, they took me from Atlanta to New York. We got out the van, stayed in the 54. Left there, went to Plato's Retreat. He was there for 32 more hours. The reason why I remember it is because in all the stories that I know about that whole 16th birthday, we didn't sleep. But they pumped a hole in my head and I saw a lot of good shit. You know what I'm saying? And I slept the whole way back. By then, they no longer called me boy. Now before then, in order for my mom to get this waitress job at the biggest nightclub in the South, these two men who ran it knew my aunt, who owns one of the oldest beauty salons in Atlanta. So they said, well, look, I got women want to do this all day. Tell you what, you bring the boy with you, I'll let you work. So a lot of people who went there, remember there were but 3 men that worked in that club. There was Buster on the front door, handled the money with a silver-plated little 38, and was the first police chief in Georgia. On the first, and then there was Three Finger Butch. Three Finger Butch was the bartender and the manager of the whole rest of that club. He talked mad shit and would have no problem with doing anything else. That was it. And then they would say, and there was an Indian boy and the coat check. I was 14, 15, 16, but I was also, hey boy, take this key, get in this car, you go down to the hotel. We got the money, you tell them, Mr. Taylor, We got your money. You need to come right now. He said, you get the key. You open the door. You put your foot in the door. He said, now, son, how you going to put your foot in there? Put your foot in the door. Put your foot in the door. Put your foot in the door. And I put my foot in the door. You see that foot right there? I said, yes, sir. He said, don't you lose the foot until Mr. Taylor with you. You hear me, son? And I was like, yes, sir. My life from that point was go pick up whoever it was. I walk in, whatever I saw, I knew these people had him there until they needed for him to come get paid. They got all his money. So I put him up in there, and I'm sitting back with this guy who had to put the girl he had up in there. I had to move all that other stuff. I closed the door. We get in the cab. We back to the club. We go around the back of the club. In the meantime, this guy, he's sitting there going, look at it. Man, that's dirty pool. He got a little boy to do this shit. Damn, man, if it was somebody else, like, man, look at you. And then he say, now open the door. The DJ goes, hey, get his microphone to Mr. Taylor. Next thing you know, they go, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Taylor. Now I'm sitting there, I don't know who he is, but I know these people. But when I lived on the Hill District in Pittsburgh, we rented rooms, and Phyllis Hyman used to rent one of the rooms in our basement. Back then, she was really into the whole military thing. Ooh, sharp boots, uniform. She loved it. Knew her from then and on. My mother's best friend was called Tracy Benson. Tracy Benson was George Benson's first wife.
I was gonna go to that.
Before he got big, he was little Georgie Benson. They was out like that. So when he signed the mid contract in Pittsburgh, they was about to go on a straight and narrow. Problem was, George got rid of his, but the man that Tracy was with felt like if I can't have you, nobody can either. So he killed her and killed himself. And that's the reason why George Benson signed that big contract, moved to Hawaii, had that whole different thing. Now, the worst part about it is, his oldest son and his wife was my godmother, my very first godmother. So we was to dress up, same age, everything. He died some years back off the street, like a lot of other people, you know, even Jesse Jackson. Everybody had them, you know. The streets have been rough, but in a lot of cases, the other problem was the fact that we in this culture that for so many years coming up from slavery or whatnot, we had it built on, you got the symbol, you got the sign, you these people, and everybody else is expendable. And this was feudal in South Carolina. We used to be able to identify it by the pictures we see in the Jet and the Ebony magazine when they had that one edition where all the women wear white, all the men had a suit. You didn't know who they was unless you had one on for somebody on it. You know what I'm saying? That was it. You know, now, here we are, and we're breaking out of that. But don't nobody want to break out of it because they ain't got nothing else. Because that's way out there. But D.C. is a whole different thing. When they say, what is it about that? I was like, it all revolves around whatever the fuck allows Frederick Douglass to be the key person in the whole emancipation of what this country has become. Because up until January 6th, he was the only person, not black, only person to ever be in Congress during session. And they had to let him speak. And when they had to let him speak, he did the speech. What is the 4th of July to the Negro? This was more than 15 something odd 18 years before they decided to emancipate just all Washingtonians. Now, when they emancipated all the Washingtonians, it was the best thing to happen like this party. We all free. You see what I'm saying? Cash money, got a receipt. You know what I'm saying? But it cost them so much, they realized they can't do it for everybody else. So there goes the mule and the whatnot. But for DCans, it was something even more real because if you was a slave and you was building bricks with a master carpenter and this, that, and the other, whatnot, and the forthright with the the bumper stickers and all that. Once they freeze you, you became the same automatically. You just didn't become free. You became signed, sealed, favored, and everything else with a backpack. You know what I'm saying? That couldn't happen anywhere. Only here. From that came everything from how we look at the Prince Hall. But Prince Hall wasn't a Prince Hall. You know? the Benjamin Banneker, who was the baddest motherfucker out, but nobody really pulled on him because he had slave blood. So why can't everybody else have it? Now everybody who thinks that they're part of that other thing really actually aren't because they got slave blood too. But yet they can't still understand because they're still following the. Hey, you don't talk about that. Like how they say that queen mother thing. It's true. You know, as to why the Uncle Tom's Cabin became the very first worldwide best-selling book from America. Now, problem is, the little white lady did it. It's just like Margaret Mitchell. They're both lifestyle types that told the truth. But when you read the book, it doesn't say that Uncle Tom was not. You only find that out if you read the biography of Uncle Tom. Because the biography of Uncle Tom is what Oprah tried to steal when she did that little thing about how the black folks and all of them made a town in Canada that turned into Ontario. True, but guess who did it? Uncle Tom. And guess what he did? He married the master's wife after they killed him and run up that way. And it became the first non-slave and interracial, because you know interracial stuff in America it didn't become federally legal until 1968. That's when they go.
You're called a Leatherman? A black Leatherman or a Leatherman?
I'm into it. I'm into it. I'm not into it because but you know, the problem is when we see these pictures, things have to go to one degree or another, and no matter where they went, there was always an echelon of somebody go, I don't know, I don't care how dominant you are, boy, you're still my bitch. That don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? I say, boy, but you also know you take a certain thing from them, then other people wish that they could. You know what I mean? Problem is, then you gotta go home, mind your business, and everything else, and they sit around going, "Ooh, remember that time when we fell it? Ooh." You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for you to describe that when you at AME Baptist Church and Deacon so-and-so up there is having a moment. In the meantime, here we are. And this is all of us. And it's beautiful. But it's so different than the way it is here. New York, anywhere else right now, will be like, ooh, child. And look at this. We should be, girl. I'll be up on that tree right there. You know what I'm saying? So our first thing is, how do we learn how to realize how good it is to be here, Frederick Douglass? They still want him for escaping slavery in Baltimore. Here he got two bridges. That other thing over there, and nobody can understand. The only thing that pissed him off is when he got that white wife. And she was pure enough to get everything she's supposed to get. And when she went over to the Daughters of American Revolution to get in with the rest of her sisters, she was the first pure white woman that they denied entry because she was with. And he was angry. And he went to the Congress and he said, "What is the 4th of July? It's a Negro." Now we got Obama, but do we really? His daughter graduated today. And still, the farther we get from where we are right now, the more awkward it is to have this conversation and to do something for you. You can go away from here and say, well, I had a good time in D.C. Even when punching a hole in my ear. What your name is?
Your name? My name is?
Yeah. What your name is? Chris. Where you from, Chris? Where are you from? Born and raised? How many generations? Come on now. Work with me. Now, the reason why I say that It's because back in the older days.
All generations.
Yeah, no. My aunt used to own a beauty salon. I learned how our culture as people of color consisted of and how we spoke. Now, what was two kind of men had a perm. A preacher, a pimp, right? But everybody in the beauty salon, that was a place. The churches, the nightclubs, everything. You know, back in the old days, we used to go to church when we needed medicine because one of the mama's boys would have a Percocet or something for you. You need to find somebody because they're out there somewhere. You come to church and ask Deacon so-and-so. This is how a particular village did it. You remember J.D. Revenge, the movie? J.D.'s Revenge. It talks about, well, you gotta look at that movie. J.D.'s Revenge. It's in old time New Orleans in the 60s, 70s. This brother gets possessed by an old gangster from the 40s that comes back to get his revenge on this guy that had became a preacher and some other stuff. Always eat like that. Hey, hey, I see you. Now, so when you leave from here, and everybody try to act like, well, we ain't, go, yes, we are. If you stop doing that and stop letting them ask you to do that shit and realize, look, I don't care how you feel because I spank boys. I don't fuck them. I don't let them fuck me. But I will give you what you need right now. What you need is some Frederick Douglass in your ass. You feel me? And until we can do that, everywhere else, we can stop having the shit we complaining about. They fucking up. In the meantime, these little leg cats, they kind of, only people who can do that is y'all. Y'all got to snatch around a little bit. It'll work. It's there. But, look at this. This is, no, thank you for letting me get it out. Because they had to hear it too. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to tell our kids about this shit. And when you do it, make it a cartoon. And make it black and beautiful. But make it something you gotta understand. In order for us to have it, we gotta let go of some of the other shit that allows us to be the best of that. By the old shit. Oh, you from Jamaica? Oh, you from Nigeria? Oh, you are this, that, and the other? Oh, you Presbyterian? Oh, you light skinned? You understand? That's moving now. They can't keep up with smartphones. You know what I'm saying? And our kids, they ready. Next thing, Star Trek. But ain't nobody ready for James T. Kirk. That little white motherfucker was fucking three green chicks. And they still followed it. How you doing, man? Woo. You been beneath my wing. You don't like this? You like that better? Oh, you want to get some? You want to do it on the grass? I'll support you. right now. Smile. Stop. Rewind. Smile again. You ain't far away. You live up the street. I've been hiding most times. How you been? You should be dancing more. You should be dancing more. He should be soaking wet right now. Sliding all over the place, baby powder on the floor. That was initial, but it's a different day. And weirdly enough, no one's trying to be right here on this dirt. That in itself. Seriously? You know what I'm saying? That shit might take your shit up, you know. There it is. Okay. Now, when she tried this the first time and Piedmont Park, she riding now like, I'm here. Take me. Play my music. No, bitch, you better work. But it's getting there. Now, in the perfect world, see, I slid up under the line. And what I remembered the most is that not just having an awkward moment, being up and accidentally becoming the devil's dominant bully with the big drum up at the circle when all of a sudden all the bobbles died and I'm just going, hey, man, I'm just, whoo. You know what I'm saying? And yet, part of that came in the fact because it wasn't because I did the drum thing, it was because I spanked motherfuckers, you know, but that's another shit. And then people don't understand that Dante shit now. I understood that, but I'm like, I can't have, and everybody's mad. Then all of a sudden in come, you know, a lot of this other shit. Now we on a whole new day. Dan come up, we can talk about like you. We go back to Atlanta way back in the 80s. Bro. He's like, oh yeah. Ooh, when he was Sam, not Sam the man. You know what I'm saying? And Ron Pullman was Ron. And that was, you know what I'm saying? And we was doing that shit in nice little bitty where people came down and woo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And but it was back then.
I was ready for you. I was ready. I didn't even know I was gonna care fucking out.
Oh man. See, like I said, that was the moment should have been baby powder on the floor, a camera crew on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And go. And then perfect. The thing here is we have to keep the moment and believe in we have the technology. Because we both might take us a year or two. You know, I'm in the union though. I got, you know, we can do it on this dirt. You know, how do you think about that shit when you go home? I'll see you on Facebook, on Instagram. I'd like to appreciate you for that though. Yeah, I owe you a $2 bill. I owe you one $2 bill. I'm not sure which one it was, but that much I had to say I do owe you. With the black person on it. I owe you one $2 bill. You know black person. But I figured that. And now they're connected, and then when you see it, you go, oh, who'd have thunk it? 0-1. Okay. My thing is, I'm hitting 6. And this shit is coming back where I didn't get any upbringing into Masons, Elks, Bloodlines, any of this other shit. But somehow, some way, I pop up on woo list. And everybody's going, oh my God. Because I ain't got to do none of that. But they ain't got nothing to do with me. But if I'm comfortable, you know? Because, I mean, there's lots of cultures that finally got to the big end. And this motherfucker, he don't even know what he got. And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it helped us save what was about to leave after what we had up there. That still is not being understood how it had to come with some other shit. We still can't take some of the other folks with us, even though we sit there and go, man, Joan of Arc was sitting right there. And this little heifer got on a full body armor, a hell of a goddamn sword, riding the male shoes. Baby, if that ain't kicky enough, then the 13-tier waterfall should be enough for you to have on there. And yet it was a black neighborhood before it was anything. Now somehow, what do we do to try to tell folk it's coming? But for y'all, might be another 75, 85 years, unless you leave Tupelo for a little while and come up here to this party and see how you feel when you get back home. That's hard. Used to be, it happen. You know, maybe we need to start thinking about some enlightenment baptism. You know, come to DC, make it your own. Don't give them the regular tour. I'd like to take them and say, it all started with Roosevelt. Baby, we're going to go when it's dark. You ain't going to be able to handle this. And we're going to go up there, we're going to see that little wheelchair up in the front. Then we're going to walk in there, we're going to see that resurgence. That resurgence happened right after Reconstruction. That's when they changed everything. And the key to this motherfucker is look at that damn drain. No water. So every time you step into something else, it'll show you how the water get bigger, bigger, bigger. So way up like an end, it's not like a phone. By that time, he's supposed to be dead already, still the president. And his wife is the first motherfucker that starts the UN. Now, when your knowledge is power on some other shit, but it don't get better until you see. Remember I got a picture of me up in the front door with the statue coming in? On the other side, they got this picture of this one guy sitting there with a radio. That. And that, then it goes into how they got everything else and everybody else and this, that, and the other. But that one thing, you know, that was made that motherfucker do that shit that was on the radio so bad that people thought that the world was about to get raided with the Orson Welles motherfuckers. Now we got podcasts. There you go. We got it. It's coming. Now, how do you do it in the simplest kind of way without being somebody like me? I can do it, but it's going to hurt. But I like that shit. But it's got to be somebody who can do it a little more loose, more understanding. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, but don't get it twisted. We motherfuckers. And nobody can take that from you. As long as you think you got it already. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think with Franklin, man, I was talking earlier with some dudes about this park. I was like, wow. Here, nobody thought this shit. And to think, I knew Rayful. Back when he was in Atlanta, didn't know he was who he was up here. That's how far back. My first world tour as a stagehand was with Bobby Brown on a Don't Be Cool tour. Next was Joy Estefan and Rolling Stones. I'm like, goddamn. That was 20-something, 30-something years ago. So here, you know, sometimes it's bashful though. Hard to do this shit. You ever had that moment? You somewhere and you just go, ooh, you motherfuckers need a moment right now. You know, and you just go, oh, if I go, oh. It's coming. Some people pray to get off the porch. Other people just can't swim. That's it. They're afraid of the water. Don't know how to float. Never learn to swim. What are you doing, Ray? Cutter? Interesting. I see it now.
Somebody searching for you, walking and waiting for forgiveness. Only you can give me. I want more. Nothing but more. Caress me. The love that's making me bring it down.
All right. Why don't y'all have this because I think, yeah, you good?